What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Trading Cards and More, back with another box opening video. Today we're going to be ripping open some 1989-90 hoops Series 2. So Series 1 had a little bit less writing right here. That's how you can tell the difference between Series 1 and 2. Series 2, you cannot find the first David Robinson rookie, but there is a second David Robinson rookie. You can also find the Steve Kerr rookie, Michael Jordan All-Star card, Michael Jordan base card, and so on. So yeah, we got a bunch of boxes of these. I got a really good deal on them. So we're going to just rip through some of them and see if we can pull some really good centered cards that we're going to be sending off to PSA here. So I've already sent quite a few of these in, a lot of the Jordans. Seems like every Jordan I got was just enough off center. It's probably going to get a 9, but seller said they had a, why is there a leaf in there? They had a pretty much case, fresh boxes or whatnot, and what is that? It's got a, let me see that. That's weird. I can see the writing on the card. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, drafted, expansion draft choice. Steve Johnson. Anyways, fun boxes. We've ripped a few of these already. I think I pulled a couple nice looking Steve Kerrs already, so. Then I think you can still find the Magic Johnson out of here. You can find Larry Bird, and so on. So, lots of old Hall of Famers in here too. Derek P's in here. What's going on? Sly-Own. Yes, indeed, this is the first box of the video. We got a Dennis Rodman right off the bat. Pretty nicely centered, a little bit top to bottom on that one. So, there's Larry Nance, Dale Ellis, Mark Jackson, Tom Chambers, Mitch Richmond, Michael Jordan. Nice. We got our first Jordan of the opening there. And like I said, the centering on these had the same issue with the last ones that I opened, where that left edge is a lot skinnier than the right edge. Going for a few $100 in a 10 though, so oh, it's already got a, I can see a little push in corner right there, so not the best start, but at least we got a Jordan so far. We got Moses Malone, very nice. Isaiah Thomas. I think you can get the Pippen, yep, and then we get the Pippen. I was just about to say, I think you can get the Pippen in here still. Yeah, we got the Scottie Pippen, he's off-centered. He's got a ding corner, we'll set him over there. And then we got the David Robinson rookie. That also has a little bit of push on the corner. So I'm already seeing a little bit of damage on some of these. But that is the David Robinson rookie card. That comes out of Series 2. This one's not as valuable as Series 1 rookie card where he's holding up his jersey. You know, because that's like the original rookie card, and then this one's in Series 2, so it's not really his first hoops card, so. Ordered 2 boxes of these from the US. Very cool. There's Spud Webb doing a slam dunk. It's a nice shot there. From Australia. Wow, you must have paid a lot of money to get them shipped out there. Yeah, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So, we got quite a few of these boxes. Just gonna see how fast we can rip through these things. Because I've got about 20 more boxes on the way. Probably actually more than 20 boxes on the way. And really excited about the 92 tops, because we're gonna be searching for that Shaquille O'Neal gold rookie card. It's over $1,000 right now in a 10. Got Alex English to start it off. Forrest Grant. We pulled his rookie card, but it was off-centered out of the 89. Or 88, I should say. Kevin McHale. Hall of Famer. Vern Fleming. There we go. We got our first Steve Kerr. And it is actually looking pretty nice. Yeah, tiny little bend on the corner. Sometimes I can bend that back a little bit, as long as it didn't cause any kind of crease. So yeah, first Steve Kerr, very nice. It's going for around, last time I checked it was around $200 in a 10. Not sure if the price kind of settled down a little bit, but really nice. And then we got another Scottie Pippen, very nice. Looks like just a tiny bit on that corner. And another David Robinson. So we seem to be getting that David Robinson right after Scottie Pippen, and that one has that same issue with that spot right there. See, what happens is the cards are on the same spot. So I don't know if there's multiple sheets that get cut at a time, but a lot of times when there's damage on one card, there's damage on the other card in the same exact spot, which is very, very strange. That's really the only explanation for that. Yeah, the Steve Kerr is right around $200 in a 10. So I already signed a couple of those off to PSA. There's Stockton, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson All-Star Game. That's a nice one. James, what's going on? Thanks for coming. So we're 5 minutes in. Yeah, we can get through a box in like 15 minutes or so. Probably knock out like 4 boxes in an hour. That would be pretty nice. Because I got, like I said, like 9 boxes right now of these things. Just I got them for like $30, $31 a box shipped, which was a really good deal. The guy I bought it from, he was auctioning them off, and he said if you want more, I got like a whole bunch more of them, and he gave me a really good price, and I was like, yep, just send them with the invoice. And it worked out pretty good. Charles Barkley, Chris Mullin, Craig Hodges of the Bulls, Da Bulls, Keem Olajuwon, Keem the Dream, Burning the Midnight Oil. What's going on, Jesse? We got Reggie Miller, Clyde Drexler All-Star card, Alex English, Horace Grant, Duckworth. Ooh, usually when we see that Duckworth, we pull a Jordan. You guys remember that? Maybe that was Fleer. There's Charles Barkley. Maybe that was 89 Fleer. Time to Fly, what's going on? Yeah, late ripped. I had like a bunch of stuff I had to get up on eBay because I didn't do it all yesterday because I had so much other stuff to get done. And I got a bunch of organizing done, and then after I got all my stuff listed, I had a few other things to do, and then a couple cards that came in the mail. I had to check those out, see if I'm gonna submit those. So just a lot of stuff to get done. Kind of like to get everything done and then go live afterwards. That way we can just kind of hang out. I don't got to worry about anything else. Bernard King. Still haven't found the Jordan All-Star. James Worthy. Keem Olajuwon. Glenn Rivers. Ooh, he's messed up. That's good to hear, James. Did anybody do anything fun for Memorial Day? Moses Malone. I saw some fireworks. I went to get some food, and I was on the way back, and there's about 3 or 4 fireworks that went off. Patrick Ewing for the Memorial Day weekend, but I didn't go out and do anything. Was gonna go visit family, but my sister went to her husband's family's house. He ended up getting hit in the face. I guess he was trying to fix something or do something, and got hit with a PVC pipe and got some stitches in his nose. So it's kind of unfortunate. Today I was at AutoZone buying brake lights for my car. Guy comes in and starts grabbing tools, takes off out the door, jumps in a U-Haul truck. Oh my god, that's just horrible. Some people are just low lifes. Unfortunately, that's all gonna come back to bite them. Karma is a biatch. I know for a fact, because not just in my life, but other people around me that did bad things, had bad things happen to them. People learn eventually. Here we go. We got a nice Michael Jordan. A little bit top to bottom, but the left to right's looking way better on that one. So that's a nice looking card. Let's go ahead and get Jordan in the sleeve there. And hopefully get at least a 9 out of him. So second Jordan of the opening. We got 1 Kerr, and then we got 2 David Robinson. So we're actually doing pretty good out of this first box here. Robert Parrish. Jesse said I was in your neck of the woods a few weekends ago. Madison ended up going through Dells. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I've been to the Dells quite a few times. Dennis Johnson, almost missed him there. Clyde Drexler. Rhino from Perth, Australia. That's cool. Thanks for coming. And you guys are like pretty far from us as far as the time zones. The time zones go. I want to say I just bought a card from a guy in Australia, and said he was getting it shipped out. Could take a little bit of time because of the slowdowns in the shipping. But my sister, she went to Australia for her honeymoon a couple years back, and they had a lot of fun out there. But that gets you when you jump that many time zones. They had to take a couple different flights, I think, because you can't just go straight to Australia. It's like on the other side of the world. But they had a lot of fun, a lot different atmosphere there, and food and everything. Karl Malone. I wouldn't mind going to Australia eventually one day. There's Joe Dumars, Mark Price, James Worthy. Bill Wennington, Dennis Johnson again, Clyde Drexler. What do you guys want to see tomorrow? Because I do have, let me see here. I got Stadium Club still, and I also have hoops. I'll probably do the 93, 94 hoops. That'll be a fun box opening. Kevin McHale, Karl Malone. We haven't seen a regular Magic Johnson. You might not be able to get Magic Johnson's base card out of here. 2 p.m. Monday afternoon. Holy crap. Yeah, see, it's 1 in the morning here on Monday morning. So you guys are 11 hours ahead of us then. Some more graded packs. I don't have any more graded packs, Derek. I wish I did. Batman, what's going on? He said, face-to-face in the hoops. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Rhino said, I'm starting a card shop. Very cool. Hopefully you're starting one online. Pretty hard to run a brick and mortar these days. But, yeah. And the singles game is very hard. I send all my singles off to COMC, C-O-M-C. Check out my cards, because they can process hundreds of cards for me. And then I can price them out whatever I want. And I still get 90% of the sale price, pretty much. So... yeah, it's a tough game though, trying to do singles. That's why I mostly deal in the graded cards, because I can sell a few graded cards, and the next thing you know, I got $1,000 in sales. I think I did over $2,000 today. Just not even like 10 sales. So that's really where the money is. Karl Malone. But yeah, if you got a good following, and you can get other people engaged, and then people like want to buy from you and stuff like that, and you can make deals. It's just a lot of that kind of stuff can just take so long. Like, there's people I know that sell certain cards, and I've tried to get a hold of them and like work out a deal for a card, and you don't hear back from them for like 2 days. Even when people try contacting me about a card, it's just like, just buy it off eBay. It's just 1,000 times easier for me if you just buy it off eBay. I don't care about the 10%. Just having to deal back and forth and try to figure out payment and shipping, and it's just a big headache. But yeah, if you got a good following and you know what you're doing, I mean, anybody right now can make money pretty much selling cards, as long as you're conservative. I got my buddy into it, and he's been doing it. He was just buying cards for like a quarter and selling them for like $2, because he was just buying them off the site, turning around, listing them for a higher price, and then waiting around for the people to come buy them. But he's buying like really good cards, like good rookie cards that were just super, super cheap. Dennis Rodman. And then he started buying cards he liked from the 90s and selling those. So he's been doing pretty good. Still has a lot to learn, but I mean, it's a learning process. Collecting since 90, that's the year I really got into cards. That was a great year. Do the hoops cards tomorrow or later today? So you mean these same ones? Pretty much right now. I want to open something different. I got... oh, you mean the 93 hoops. Yeah, I'll do the 93 hoops probably tomorrow or today, however you want to look at it. I'll do those first, and then later on we'll do like a fun crack. I've got some baseball. I still got a bunch of 1990 Upper Deck I want to open with with the Sosa rookie cards, and then I got one box of 92, which I have no idea if there's even anything good in there, any like good rookies or anything. Who do I collect? I collect Jordan. I've been collecting Duncan and Garnett and Iverson and LeBron James rookie cards, all those kind of cards. Pretty much the established players and the really good ones are the ones that I want to get. There we go. We got a Larry Bird. So you can pull the Larry Bird base card out of here. That one's top to bottom centered. But the 93 and 94. Yeah, that's the one, Slion. What's up, Dino? So we got Rhino and Dino in here. Kind of rhymes there, huh? Also, I collect Pokemon. So we got another Scottie Pippen and a David Robinson. So, yeah, the David Robinson's right behind that Pippen every time. And this one's looking decent. It's got a little chigger bite right there at the top. Other than that, yeah, that weak corner on the bottom. Yeah. So, not looking great. I sent a couple of those off when I first got them, and they looked really, really mint. And then they came back mint 9s. I was a little disappointed. So I've not yet got that card in 10. Dennis Rodman. I'm working on the original Pokemon first edition jungle cards. There's 62 cards in the set. There we go, we got another Larry Bird. He's off centered again. That's the set I'm working on right now. I already have the Fossil first edition set. All PSA graded. All 10s except for one card is a 9. Alright, let's get into box number 2. So 16 minutes, that wasn't too bad on that first box. I was trying to keep it around 15 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. The original Fossil cards, which is absolutely blown up in price since I bought those cards. And I always wanted to get a box of the Jungle first edition, crack those open, but I could never force myself to spend the price. Peter from the Philippines, what's going on? Barry's Breaks, what's up? Thanks for coming. So I never got around to buying Jungle first edition cards from 1999, those were the first two sets to come out after base set was Jungle and Fossil. So I just now started buying the Fossil or the Jungle cards. I got like half of the holographics. Most of them are PSA 9s. Those were tough. I didn't get a single 10 back. And then all the non-holo cards, I'm buying all those up in PSA 10s. I've already got over half the set put together just in the last couple days. Cards are on the way. The most expensive ones are going to be the holographics that I want, like the PSA 9s. I'm not going to buy them all in 10s. I mean, that's thousands and thousands of dollars now. They're just going up and going up and going up. I mean, it would be worth it to invest in them, especially for the long term, which is what I'm doing. But right now, I'm just locating my money into stuff that I can flip and make more money on. That's the only reason why I can afford those cards to begin with. And then other than the Jungle first edition, I'm working on Team Rocket first edition. I don't have a list of cards, no. Well, I do. I have I have lists of those sets that I'm working on. I did up a printout, and I can go through and look at which ones I need and stuff like that. So I do have a list. Checking it twice. Whatnot. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I've been working on the Legendary Collection. So Legendary Collection was a collection of the Jungle, Fossil, and Team Rocket cards, kind of reprinted. And there was the first set with the reverse holographic, the reverse foil cards. Really, really nice, like firework design. A lot of people don't like them, but there's a lot of people that do like them. And once again, the prices have absolutely exploded on those cards. I started buying into them back in January, trying to put that set together. There's 110 cards. Right now I need 5 cards, and I got the whole set done. So, if Portland didn't have Clyde Drexler at the time, then Jordan would have been a trailblazer. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Moses Malone, Isaiah Thomas, but it's been really tough trying to get those last cards. They're just... even finding one, and I did a video on that set way back then of why I thought it was a great set, and the cards were very rare. most of the PSA pops, even on the 9s, were like pop 50. So I knew that set was going to be tough to put together. But then when Pokemon cards started to really explode around, what, March, April, the prices just really skyrocketed. And every time you'd see another copy of the card you're looking for come up for sale, you can pretty much put the old auction prices out the door and multiply that by 3, 4, 5 times what, you know, whatever crazy price people are willing to pay for it, because it's literally the only card up for sale. So it's crazy. But yeah, I got 105 cards out of 110 of those, so I'm really excited to finally hopefully finish that off soon, if those cards come up for sale or I can get them at the right price. And then I'm still working on the Team Rocket, which was, once again, you know, Jungle Fossil and then Team Rocket. That's the set where, if you guys watched my PSA return, where I had those 5 Charizards, that absolutely blew up in price. When I sent them off to PSA, they were like $300 in a 9. When I got them back, they were $850 in a 9. So I sold the first one for $850, and then the price, like 2 days later, it looked like it was over $1,000. So put my second one up for like $1,050, and I'm just gonna sit on it and see what happens. Larry Bird, I know I'll probably never get those cards again as far as raw ungraded. Matter of fact, I actually did get one. I got one the other day. It was like a consignment shop or whatever. They had one for sale, and it was a scan of the card, so you couldn't really see how great the condition was, but looking at it, it looked pretty flawless. And they do have returns, so worst case scenario is it doesn't look good or some sort of damage to it, I'll just return it. But if that comes back a 10, you're looking at about $3,000 right now. And then if I get another 9 out of it, I'll triple my money on it, bare minimum. So cards like that are kind of the cards I like going after. Let's see that Phil Jackson. Yeah. Hopefully. What happens after Phil Jackson? I can't remember. We haven't hit the Jordan All-Star card yet. That's kind of strange. So, but of course we're on just now on box number 2. Ooh, we got a nice Rodman. I say nice because it's finally nicely centered. Maybe just a teeny bit off. He looked goofy back then, like look at ears sticking out and everything. I mean, he always looked goofy, but I guess his crazy hair kind of diverted your attention during the 90s. Have you tried unboxing 2017-18? I don't know what Titans Breaks is, Peter. I have no idea what that is. When it comes to newer stuff, I don't buy a lot of it because it's just so darn expensive. I think it's just way overhyped. So, where's that Spud Webb card? That's a good image. I'm doing a dunk there. He was only 5'7", which is crazy how he had that much ups. Wonder what his vertical had to be, at least, what, 44, 46 inches or something crazy. Charles Barkley. So, cracking through box number 2 here. Panini is a waste of money. I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of, as far as basketball goes, Panini's got some great stuff. I mean, you got Donruss Optic, you got Prism. That's all that kind of stuff. It's just money in the bank. I mean, I like opening this stuff. I like finding it if I can find it at Walmart, but you're never going to find any of it. There's so many people that go out now and just snag that stuff up off the shelf, and they don't stock enough of it. You know, they go into Walmart, they stock 1 or 2 boxes. It just takes one guy to go in there and just take the whole display and leave with it, and then nobody else gets anything. And then they don't, it's not like they're going there stocking the shelves every week. They're only doing it like once a week, if you're lucky. I think even Target's even worse, because I've gone in there over and over again and just like, man, when are they going to put new stuff out? So for me, it's just not really even worth it. But got another Pippin. He's looking, yeah, he's off-centered. And a David Robinson. Nice. So we got actually a really nice looking David Robinson here, guys. Ooh, is that corner kind of tad teeny tiny bit? Looks pretty darn good from the front, though. Take a look at it later. It's really good looking, though, on the centering, and the front looks really good. So, David Robinson. Over here, the retail box of this year's hoops is $275. Holy crap. Yeah, the 90s were great. people stopped kind of collecting after the 90s. There was a whole bubble where people were buying cards and losing all their money on them, and it was a complete. You gotta think though, it was a completely different market back then. Now you got the internet. You got people from around the world that are buying into the cards. There we go. We got another Jordan. Nice. Tad bit left to right. Other than that, looking pretty good. So that is our third Jordan. So we hit 3 Jordans, and gotta get another bag of sleeves open here, and 3 David Robinson rookie cards. We've only got 1 Kerr. Do you concur? But yeah, and then people that would go out and buy cards, where do they buy their cards? They go to a card show, they go to the card store, and they overpay for the cards, and then when they go to try to sell them, who are they going to sell them to? They got to sell them back to the card shop. They got to trade them at the card show to the guy that runs the thing that's going to give them less money for the card than they originally paid for it, unless it skyrockets in value or something, which wasn't very common. There's that Steve Kerr rookie card again. He's off-centered. So yeah, and you didn't have, all the different outlets that you have today with eBay and Marketplace and all these different places where you can, go and sell your stuff and get money out of it and do it pretty easily. So you had all these people that just kind of like, I guess, got fed up with it and just didn't want to do it anymore. That's what I'm assuming. I've heard people with those type of stories. Prism retail is $575. It's just stupid. It's because people are overvaluing Zion Williamson. That's the whole situation. They did the same thing with Shaquille O'Neal in '92, and I just see history kind of repeating itself. And look at how those Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards sat stagnant for like 25 years. Literally, all the product was sold out back in '92. I remember it. I remember going to the card shop. I was a kid, and they were like, "Yeah, '92 is just sold out. It's gone." And everybody thought those cards were so freaking valuable, but there was a crap ton of them out there. And then everything fell off, and you could get Shaq rookies all day long for probably like 50 cents a card. Even up till recently, I was getting a lot of them for like really cheap. But then all of a sudden, they started to explode. The PSA 10 prices like tripled in price in a couple of years, and then his Topps rookie just took off, and his Topps gold, and all of a sudden overnight, it was just like, holy crap. Just got a 4th Michael Jordan, very nice. Charles Barkley, Chris Mullen. I want to get yelled at for that in the comments. Moses Malone, AC Green. We haven't seen the Jordan All-Star card. Very strange. I thought you could get the All-Star card out of here. I mean, we got all the other guys' All-Star cards we've gotten out of here. So another OC Jordan, like 90% of the ones we pull out of here, but I will take it. I'm not going to complain. I had fun opening the Prism, just a couple of the mega boxes I found at Walmart on 2 different occasions, and the retail blaster boxes or whatever. I was able to pull a green Zion, which is in my next PSA submission that's coming back. That didn't check in until the end of April, so I'm not expecting it back for a few months here. Oh, the All-Star cards hiding behind Phil Jackson. That's right, Barry's Breaks. See, I knew there was something good. That's why we haven't hit that card yet. But yeah, Zion is way too overpriced. We got Reggie Miller. I just got a few Zion Williamsons back, but they were like the cheaper ones. James Worthy, Hakeem Olajuwon. We don't have Walmart, I wish. Man, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they don't have Walmart in UK either. It's Asda. Asda is like their Walmart. Here in the Philippines, NBA cards are super expensive. Yeah, Peter, probably because they have to ship them over there. So there's a lot of money and potentially, what do you call it? They got to pay the taxes and all that stuff. Different countries have different taxes. That's one thing I don't like about the UK is they got like really high taxes. And it's just crazy. Try to send Pokemon cards over there or whatever, and then they gotta pay like high taxes. Or Dennis Johnson. Still no Jordan All-Star or Phil Jackson card. Oh, and we still got 93, 94 tops. I got Series 1 and 2. Those are the cards that sometimes the cards will stick together a little bit. So hopefully we don't have any of those issues. I think 2 of the boxes are... We had bought 4 boxes and I still got 2 of them. I think that's Series 1, and then Series 2 I bought 2 boxes for a good deal. Because you can pull those Jordan Topps Gold cards, which is really nice. And the Shaq second year Topps Gold card. So I hope that usually there's some sort of issue with the cards losing the card stock or getting the whiting. There's another Pippin and Robinson right after it. Sweet. So we got another David Robinson. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I will take that to the bank. Hopefully we get at least 110 out of these. Darn David Robinson. So that's 4th Robinson, 4 Jordans out of the first 2 boxes here. Patrick Ewing. All-Star Game. There's Magic Johnson. Chris Mullin. Craig Elo. Tom Chambers. Clyde the Glide Drexler. Brad Sellers. What's the best pickup you had? Bernard King. So when I first got into Pokemon, I was talking with one of the guys that's a YouTuber that's been doing this for a lot of years. Look at that, we got the Phil Jackson, and guess what's right behind it, guys? Michael Jordan All-Star. Nice. All right. Jordan's a little OC on the left or right. Top to bottom, probably a little bit as well. Probably a 9 on that one, and then it's always off-center on the back too. But I'm not gonna complain. It's our first Jordan All-Star there. And then the Phil Jackson, it's looking pretty good on that one. And he's about $100, I think, in a 10. Hall of Famer. Right there. All right. So, yeah, just as you said there, got him back to back. So now we know. There we go, another Jordan. Nice. Man, we're killing it, man. I wasn't expecting to do this good with the Jordans, because you get the David Robinson and the Steve Kerr. We've only got like 2 Steve Kerrs in 2 boxes, so this is kind of weird. That one's off center again, but I don't mind as much on those because I think the 10s are around 250-ish. So the 9s have to be up there at least 50, 60 bucks. Phil's rookie year of coaching. Oh yeah, Phil's rookie. Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome. Forgot about that one. So that is the card you want to get. Got James Worthy All-Star card. Maybe we'll get another one here in the last few cards. If not, we're gonna have another box that's probably gonna have like a couple of them. Larry Bird, very nice on the Larry Bird. He's actually looking. He was looking good until I seen that top corner right there is a little flipped up. So I'm gonna set him on the stack. All right, let's get into box number 3 here. Probably do, I'd say 4 boxes. Usually go live for about an hour if we got enough people hanging out. Man, what the heck did this guy do with these boxes to... Yeah, it's like the bottom of the box is all kinds of dirt in there and stuff. Said they were fresh out of the case, but I don't think so, Bob. These got like, kind of some grime on them. Some of these corners on the packs are kind of dinged up too. Yeah, you can still get Michael Jordan cards. Probably your best bet is to try to buy like a collection. Somebody has like a whole binder of Jordan cards and you can buy them all at once. That's probably your best deal. I know I sold a bunch of my Jordans off. I had like over 100 of them. I just put them in a binder and then, you know, they all shipped out at once. And I got like, I think $300 for them. Right now I probably got 200 Jordans all sitting in a stack. But I just haven't got around to listing them because I got all this other stuff to do. But eventually I'll sell them off. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, but sometimes I just take them all, put them in a binder, and then the highest bidder can take them, you know. That way I can just get all the money at once, and I don't gotta spend hours and hours like listing them individually or listing them in lots or whatever. But they're all pretty much all Jordans that I pulled out of the pack here on video. So, but yeah, America's where you want to be if you want to collect cards, because PSA is here. You know, Beckett, all the main grading companies are in America, so you can send your cards in to get graded. If you're buying cards, you're buying cards from sellers. A lot of them are in America, so you can pay the cheaper shipping. You don't have to pay the taxes and all that other nonsense. So it's kind of America's kind of the place to be, you know. It'd be hard for me to run my business if I wasn't in America, that's for sure. So I'm definitely lucky on that. Alright, let's keep this ball rolling here. Robert Parrish. See if we can find another Phil Jackson Jordan All-Star spot in here. Craig Elo. Keem Olajuwon. Reggie Miller. Scottie Pippen. That's a nice one. Ooh, never mind. It's got a little messed up spot right there. And then the, I should have known, David Robinson right after it. And, ooh, a little left to right. And it does have some spots on the side there. Ouch. So, very fortunate about the little dings and nicks on these cards. I feel like part of that, they weren't stored right or something. Spud Webb. Dominique Wilkins. Muggsy Bogues. Patrick Ewing. Magic Johnson. Chris Mullin. Kevin Johnson. Kevin Duckworth. Ron Harper. And Moses Malone. Anybody doing anything for Memorial Day? Thought about getting out and going and giving my car a wash because the front got splattered with bugs, the windshield and whatnot. It'd be a good day to get out and wash the car. I think it's supposed to still be pretty warm out. It was like something like 80 degrees ish today, I think, 75, 80. I didn't really get out and do a whole lot. Just packed orders and everything else organized. Jerry Sloan cards are probably going up. Hall of Fame coach. Huh. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I don't know if Jerry Sloan's in here. Is he? I'm not sure. Ooh, a little bit top to bottom on Bird, but that was looking like a good centered one. Dennis Rodman. That one's looking pretty good. A little bit top to bottom. And we'll set him over there. Jerry Sloan. Yeah. When was he a coach? Because there's another Bird. Top to bottom again. Dennis Rodman. Man, we're getting all the same ones over and over again here. Karl Malone. Getting like trolled. Dennis Johnson. Clyde Drexler. Larry Nance. Kevin McHale. Karl Malone. No, I usually sleep about 8-9 hours. Pretty typical. Ooh, too much stuff to get done. But I do go to bed when I want to, and I do not set an alarm unless I absolutely have to. I just don't like waking up to alarms. But usually I always wake up naturally, pretty much around the same time frame. Longtime Utah Jazz coach. Do people collect NBA set in America? I don't know what you mean by that, but you mean like set, like a full set of cards, like set collecting? Some people do, but not a whole lot. James Worthy. I usually just collect the cards I want. I mean, that was a big thing back in the day. We got the Scottie Pippen and the David Robinson. Nice. Pippen's actually looking. Is he looking good? Is he finally looking good there, Mr. Pippen? All right. Finally got a gem Pippen here. So we're gonna set him on Phil, and we're gonna take a look at Sir David here. He's actually a little more top heavy than the bottom. Other than that, looking pretty sharp. Probably another, oh, never mind, it's got a ding on the corner, left corner, bottom. So 6, man, we got 6 David Robinsons already. About two boxes. You already pulled the Jerry Sloan? I must have missed it. I'll have to look into it, but I just can't see it being worth that much money, but I don't know. I guess if he's a Hall of Famer, I mean, could be wrong, I don't know. Clyde Drexler. Pretty much the only coach I pull out is just the Phil Jackson card. Not really worried about any of the other ones. I mean, I know, what's his name, was a big coach for New York. Jim Paxson, Karl Malone. But I'll try to keep my eyes out on the coaches here. Patrick Ewing. Magic Johnson. Mullen. Jerry Sloan, there he is. Okay, we did get the Jerry Sloan. Alright, so this is the guy that passed away apparently. And apparently he's a Hall of Fame coach. So, looks like he coached for Chicago as well. Wow. So he was a Chicago coach. And then it looks like he took a break there and coaching for Utah. Unless they just cut that part out and wanted to show that he did Chicago. But I can't see why they would have done that. So, yeah, Jerry Sloan, set him off to the side. I'll look it up later and see if like a lot of those cards are going for anything, but I highly doubt it. I wouldn't want to go out of my way to look through thousands of cards just to find a couple that I can sell for $5 or something. It's not really worth my time. But so people were into this Jerry Sloan guy. He's a pretty good coach. Was he a coach when they went to the playoffs in the 90s or the finals? I don't really know too much about him. Ooh, what happened to that? It's like the card's got a little bit of like mold on the sides of them almost. Yeah, all of them do. That's unfortunate. But it's right on the side of the card. You can't really notice it unless you're looking at a whole stack of cards at a time. Charles Barkley, Chris Mullen. We got 20 people in here. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button. We got 2 likes on the video right now. We got Reggie Miller. We got trolled by him one day in the Series 1. We got 7 of those Reggie Millers and we didn't pull a single Jordan base. That was a funny box. Bernard King. Keep having to flip these cards upside down. What's the deal here? Okay. He coached for Chicago and played for Chicago a long time ago. Okay. He was the coach when they were playing against Bulls in the finals. Very, very cool. Yeah, I guess I don't know too much about my coaches, except for like, Phil Jackson. And then, like I said, who's the guy that was the New York Knicks coach? He had like the slick back hair. He's a pretty good coach back in the 90s. I can't remember what his name was off the top of my head. Pat Riley, that's right. Pat Riley was the coach. That was pretty good. Oh, and there he is. Speak of the devil. So I would think his cards would have some value too, but I don't know too much. I don't think they would be, but James Worthy, Hakeem Olajuwon. James Worthy again. Starting to yawn already. Mitch Richmond. We still only got the 1 Phil Jackson, the 1 Jordan. We're literally on box number 3 here. This is crazy. Oh, we got another Jordan. He's got a smushed in corner. Dag nabbit. Yeah, he's got like a pushed in corner there. That's what I mean. Some of these packs are like, I don't know if they weren't stored right or what happened, but some of the cards are getting like a little bit of damage that shouldn't have happened. Phil Jackson and the Jordan All-Star. Nice. So we did get him. Awesome. All right. So we got Phil Jackson. Just a teeny tiny bit left to right. Take a look at it later on. The magnifier. And a Jordan All-Star. No pushed in corner on that one. So his All-Star jersey was 23 as well. Very nice. And the old left to right, top to bottom actually on the back. So you can see kind of what we got here. 6 Robinsons, 6 Jordans, 2 All-Star Jordans, 2 Phil Jacksons, 2 Steve Kerrs. So we're a little bit short on that Steve Kerr card. I mean, that's kind of why you buy the Series 2. Not sure what's going on here. Somebody came in and stole all the Steve Kerrs out of here before we get to them. Yeah, right. Wasn't really any kind of value to that card until recently, I don't think. Of course, he's a really good coach. And ooh, that card's got a crease in the corner. What the heck happened there? Don Cheney. Hustle, Russell. We got Moses Malone, Isaiah Thomas. This is not Series 1, this is Series 2. Yeah, this is Series 2. You think it would be Series 1 because you got the Jordan All-Star base, Pip, and, you know, all those cards, but those cards are also in Series 2. But this is your Series 2 David Robinson, and then Steve Kerr, Series 2. So, unlike nowadays when you open Series 2, it's all new cards. With these sets, you had older cards and some of the new cards, but then some of the old cards as well. It's kind of weird how they did it that way, but Magic Johnson. It was like, oh, in Series 2 we got these all new cards, and there was like 50 or 60 new cards, and then they just sprinkled in like all the same cards from Series 1 as well. Randomly, you haven't gotten a card in a while, and then you get it in your next couple of cards, yeah. James Fozar, what's going on? Thanks for coming. I'm doing well. Just cracking open some packs here. Yeah, we haven't got that Steve Kerr rookie card in a while. What the heck's going on? Wink, wink. Hint, hint. Last four packs of box number 3. And we'll just crack open one more box here. Oh, Steve Kerr. I concur. Where are you at? I mean, we've had 3 boxes. That means 1 box didn't even have one. There's another Rodman. Not finding the Steve Kerr. Robert Parrish. Bill Fitch. See, there's so many coaches. It's like I don't know them all. Magic Johnson All-Star. Fat Lever. Robert Parrish again. So, yeah. 3 boxes in. And only 2 Steve Kerrs. Alright, let's get into box number 4 here. 4th and final box. Yeah, it'll be like the first card in the next box or something. I was trying to throw stuff away in the dumpster today, and the dumpster was overfilled. But I live like in an apartment, and there's like other ones next to me, and they got a dumpster as well, and their dumpster's like not even halfway full. So I just took them over there and got rid of them. Yeah, you're my subscriber from the Philippines. Thanks, Peter. Interesting to see. There's other countries that are into basketball cards and stuff, which is why I think these cards have like a bend to them. Basketball cards are a better investment than like baseball, because baseball is only really in America. It's not like Japan plays baseball as well. It's where we get some of the guys like Ichiro and stuff. There's Pat Riley again. But basketball is like all over the world, and so I think it's a good solid cards to get into. And then you got soccer as well, which I don't know too much about soccer, but I've been hearing a lot of information about people saying like, get into soccer cards, blah blah blah. Like it's all over the place, and people are getting into them, and the cards are going up. But I don't know anything about soccer. There's another Dennis Rodman. That one's looking pretty nice. So I'll set him over there. Chuck Daly, not the same Chuck Daly that was a golfer, is it? Larry Nance. And my stacks are like getting a little bit too tall here. Hopefully they don't come crashing down here. So I think we had about 20 people in here tonight, so appreciate it. About 1 hour to open 4 boxes, which generally we only get through like 2 boxes. But these packs are really easy to open. They just tear right open, and you can flip through the cards pretty quick as well. Like I said, tomorrow we'll probably do the Hoops 93, 94. You can pull those 5th anniversary cards, which are pretty cool. And then later on tomorrow night, late night stream, we'll probably open that baseball 90, 92 upper deck. And then I got some more 90 upper deck with the rookie cards of Sammy Sosa. I found out the Larry Walker was worth like 65, 70 bucks. So I started taking a better look at those. Then you got the Ken Griffey Jr. second year card. And then you also have the Deion Sanders, isn't worth a ton. The Bo Jackson, so a couple cool cards in there, but very, very tough on the card stock. There's another Pippen, and the David Robinson right after the Pippen. Another one that's looking pretty nice, man. Pretty nice on the centering, everything. Okay, so PSA, if you're watching this, you better give us a freaking 10. Because that's literally the 7th one we pulled. Dominique Wilkins. And I got so many of his other rookie card out of the Series 1 boxes. Like every single one was off-centered, left to right. It was super annoying. Got another Jerry Sloan. So Jerry Sloan's after Magic Johnson's and Chris Mullin All-Star card. That's where you find the Jerry Sloan, apparently. Bernard King. Dale Ellis. Mark Price. So, man, the stacks are getting way too high here. Yeah, we don't do any giveaways or anything like that on the channel, Peter. I do apologize. I'm not in it to make money or try to get 50 million subscribers on this channel. I just do it for the fun, entertainment, and sharing knowledge and stuff like that. But doing giveaways are just way too much time consuming and cost money and whatnot. Really, eventually, if I did grow big enough, I would want to start like a membership program or something where I can offer some of these cards to you guys. You guys can get like a package deal, and I can send you out a bunch of the cards you want and stuff like that. Then if I get cards back from PSA, you guys can be the first ones to purchase them at maybe a tiny little discount depending on your whatever price point you're at. And we got the Phil Jackson and the Michael Jordan All-Star. Nice. This Phil is a little bit off-centered, Phil. And a Jordan All-Star card. It's only the 3rd ones we found. Maybe these are just harder to get out of here. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. Same with that Steve Kerr. But figured with this many boxes, we'd get more than just like one every box or so. Very strange. Dennis Johnson, Clyde Drexler, Isaiah Thomas, Alex English. John Stockton, Manute Bol, that weird run. Anyone see the game where Manute Bol dropped like 6 3-pointers in one half? He like tosses a ball over his head, like really weird shot that he had, but he sunk almost every one of them. There's Larry Bird, but he's off-centered. Buy one of the Dave Robinsons from your eBay. Oh yeah, well these won't be going up on eBay until I get the cards back from PSA. Then I'll put them up for sale. I mean, I'm sure I have maybe a couple that I didn't grade, but I'm not sure. I know I got some of his, well, 90, was it 90 Fleer? 90 Skybox, that's kind of his rookie card as well. Because he didn't have anything but 89 hoops, and then in 90 he had the Fleer rookie card. And then the Skybox just came out in 90, so you kind of consider that as rookie card too. James Worthy. There's Mr. Duckworth. I hate when I have to flip the cards around, then flip them back. Because we got Faked Out. John Stockton. Patrick Ewing. Are we going to get Faked Out? Yes, we got Faked Out. Dennis Rodman. Man, look how high up he is above the hoop, man. Holy crap. Rodman had some jump to him. Did we get Faked Out? We got Faked Out. I should have known. Joe DeMars. Jeff Malone. Kevin McHale. I don't think I saw the game. I just saw, like, highlights of it or whatever. Went on YouTube and saw the video of it. That's what's nice about YouTube, is you can go on there and just look at all the cool classic games and stuff like that. The one that I watched the other night was, was it the finals or was it the conference? It was Kevin Durant, who was on the Oklahoma City, and then James Harden was on the team at the time. And then they were going up against the Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki. Right, is that who I'm thinking? Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki. They're going up against them, and Durant was just freaking killing it, man. And their team was up the whole freaking game. I mean, no way would I have thought they lost. And then the title of the video was literally Dirk Nowitzki scores 40 points or whatever in such and such game. And I was like, why are they titling it Dirk Nowitzki? Like, he's not even really playing that great. James Harden gets fouled out with about 4.5 minutes left of the game. Dirk Nowitzki's team, the Mavericks, they were down by like 12 points, 14 points, something like that. And just out of nowhere, like, they just went on a spree, and Dirk was just draining every shot from, I mean, just taking it, getting a shot, doing a lean shot, fade away. I mean, he's just sinking everything, three-pointer. All of a sudden, they got caught up, and the other team with Durant, or Kevin Durant, not Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant. They were just failing. They were just missing shots and making stupid shots. They also had Russell Westbrook, a young Russell Westbrook, and he wasn't playing good either. He was taking shots that were dumb, and they were getting double teamed and getting the ball swiped away, and it ended up going into overtime. And then Dirk won it in overtime, and he got a lot of his points there at the last, like, the minutes of the game and whatnot. So yeah, it was really crazy, because I watched that whole game. I'm like, man, Durant's killing it, blah blah blah, like, there's no way they're gonna lose this game. Why do they title it Dirk? And then like I said, those last 4 minutes, it just, the whole game changed. But a lot of it was because they were getting double teamed, and they just made poor shots that they failed on, and they weren't doing any offense. They were missing free throws. Just everything was just bad, and they just pretty much gave that game away. I mean, but yeah, Dirk was freaking really, really good. Trying to get some of his rookie cards from '98. That would be nice to put those in my collection. We got Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. I read your comment there. Do you have the Holy Grail Michael Jordan? I don't have his rookie card, no. I was really, really close to buying it. I bid on a couple, but I got outbid within like $100. So I'm just gonna hold off. I've got the money to buy it, but I'm just kind of like reinvesting that money into other cards so I can like make more money on them. And then eventually I'll be able to, if it's like $5 grand or 10 grand or whatever, I can just pay for it. It's not even a big deal. But for right now, I'm just gonna hold off on that card. the other reason is because they've shot up in price so fast that I feel like there is a slight chance that they come back down some with this whole Last Dance thing once it kind of like settles down, and then if the economy kind of like continues to kind of go down, there'll be a better chance for me to pick up that card at a better price. But I did pick up Jordan's Nike promo card, which is like his unofficial rookie card. And I always remembered that card because it's like a big card. It almost looks like a postcard that you would post in the mail, and it's for Nike. It was a Nike promotional thing. And Jordan's like flying through the air with his signature slam dunk leg spread, original Jordans on. We got another Scottie Pippen and a David Robinson. Nice, very nice. But I got a couple of those. They're in the mail on the way. One of them's coming from Canada, so that one might take a couple weeks still to get here. And the other one, I think. But I'm probably gonna open those on the channel. I will need to get some card savers for those because they take bigger card savers. And we got the Phil Jackson and the Michael Jordan All-Star. Nice. It's so cool how they're like right next to each other like that. Whoa. Stacks are getting so tall here. I'm knocking into them. But yeah, we'll definitely open that on the channel and talk about that. And I was stoked to finally get those. I mean, the price definitely shot up, but I think it's just way worth it. And for what I paid, if I can get a PSA 9 or PSA 10 out of that card, that would be like insane. So that's the hope. And the Jordan Phil Jackson again. Nice. So yeah, I'll get the rookie card eventually, but right now, that Nike promo card, like I said, I'm pretty stoked on that. Can you quickly explain how the 97 Michael Jordan Metal Universe could possibly fetch $350,000? Yes. So the Metal Universe cards, it's just a very iconic card, and probably the most rare Michael Jordan card out there. With the specific gem card that you're talking about from the metal, there was one that I believe only had 10 copies, or possibly 100 copies even existing. So when you look at like the Jordan rookie card, yeah, it's his rookie card, yada yada, but there's tons and tons of copies out there. Whereas that gem card, the Metal Universe card, there's a very limited amount of those cards out there. So yeah, pretty amazing card. I actually watched a video, one of the guys I watched, they was doing an interview with the guy, and he does Jordan cards. He's been doing them for years. He actually bought that card off a guy, and the guy turned around the same day he bought the card off of him, and bought a car so he could start a business, Uber business or whatever. It's kind of a bad investment considering he had a card that went up quite substantially after he sold it. So got another real nice Scottie Pippen there. All right, so we got 4 more packs left here, just over an hour. Yeah, James, it does make sense. I know it. At first, when you think about it, you're like, wait a minute, how is there any card that's worth more than Jordan's rookie card? Because you would always think that the rookie card, but like nowadays, you got rookie cards where they got rookie cards that are 1 of 1 or 1 of 10. You know what I mean? So they could have a super high amount of value. But the Jordan card is just strictly, it's his rookie card. But there was a lot of them made. You know what I mean? So you look at the pop reports on it. Somebody's gonna want a more rare Jordan card more than they would want his rookie card. So that's where the value comes from. But yeah, I've never even seen one of those. And then there's a card that kind of looks like that, but it's like the more common card from that same set, card number 23. But it has that same image. And that card went from like being a $10 card to being like a $150 card like overnight. It was crazy, and everybody like ran out and bought it because they just had to have it. But I didn't go out and get one. I'll sit and wait. I'm not worried about it. I had some of his Fleer Metal cards, the Jordan Fleer Metal cards. I had PSA 10s on 1 or 2 of them. Ended up selling them all off. There's Dennis Rodman, and I don't regret it because I will get them again. It's not going to be that hard. There's no Jordan cards I couldn't really buy right now. That's not like, one of those super, super rare, expensive ones. Ooh, got some little bit of junk in there. All right, so the Phil Jackson. Let's put that over there. 3. So we did end up with 5 Phil Jacksons and 5 Michael Jordan All-Star cards. 6 base Jordans and 8. Is that 9? 9 David Robinsons. Wow. We got 9 David Robinsons, which means we got 9 Scottie Pippens. But I only set a few to the side because they were looking really, really gem. And then, unfortunately, the Steve Kerr, we only got 2 of them. Which I don't know what the heck happened there. That sucked. So, and then good old Jerry Sloan. I'll have to look into him, see if there's any value there. But appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. We ripped 4 boxes in just over an hour. So that was pretty cool. And you can see on the table what we essentially pulled. And I paid about $31 shipped, right around there per box. So for what, about 125 bucks, we got, you know what I mean? So you get a couple 10s in here, David Robinson, Jordan, and you more than paid for the opening. So yeah, I'm gonna take off here. It's going on 2 in the morning here, so a little bit late of a live stream here, but I figured it's the weekend, got some better to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you back here tomorrow, probably in another 13, 14 hours from now, doing another opening. And have a good weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.